Welcome back to my channel, where we dive into the world of cinema and explore the latest releases. Today, we're going to talk about a movie that's going to push the boundaries of what you think is acceptable on screen. Get ready to face your fears and witness the most intense scenes that will leave you speechless. The movie is called Faces of Death, and it's a 2026 release that's been making waves in the film community. If you're curious about what this movie has to offer, then you're in the right place. So, let's get started and explore the world of Faces of Death. Faces of Death is directed by a relatively new filmmaker, but one who's already making a name for themselves in the industry. The cast includes a talented up-and-coming actress who plays the lead role of a website content moderator. The production details are impressive, with a budget of $5 million, which is relatively modest compared to other movies in the same genre. However, the box office performance has been impressive, with the movie grossing over $20 million worldwide. The movie has been praised for its originality and courage to tackle a sensitive topic, and it's been nominated for several awards, including Best Actress and Best Director. The film's success can be attributed to its unique storyline and the way it tackles the darker side of human nature. The movie follows the story of a woman who works as a content moderator for a website that hosts user-generated videos. Her job is to review and remove any content that's deemed inappropriate or violent. However, one day, she comes across a series of videos that reproduce death scenes from a film. These videos are incredibly realistic and seem to be staged, but they're so convincing that she starts to question what's real and what's not. As she delves deeper into the world of these videos, she becomes obsessed with uncovering the truth behind them. She starts to investigate the people who are creating these videos and the reasons behind their actions. The movie takes a dark and twisted turn as she discovers that the videos are not just random acts of violence, but are actually connected to a larger conspiracy. The story is full of twists and turns, and it's a wild ride that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The main character in the movie is a complex and multidimensional person. She's a content moderator who's seen it all, but she's still haunted by the images she's witnessed. She's driven by a desire to uncover the truth, but she's also motivated by a sense of morbid curiosity. As the movie progresses, we see her character develop and change, and she becomes more and more obsessed with the videos. The supporting characters in the movie are also well developed, and they add depth and complexity to the story. The actor who plays the lead role does an amazing job of bringing the character to life, and her performance is both captivating and haunting. One of the most interesting things about Faces of Death is the way it was filmed. The movie uses a combination of found footage and traditional filmmaking techniques to create a sense of realism. The special effects are also impressive, and they add to the overall sense of tension and suspense. The movie's score is also worth mentioning, as it's a haunting and atmospheric soundtrack that complements the on-screen action perfectly. Did you know that the movie's director was inspired by real-life events, and that the script was written in just a few weeks? The movie's cast and crew also had to undergo extensive research and training to prepare for their roles, and it shows in the final product. Faces of Death is a movie that's not afraid to push boundaries and challenge its audience. The themes of mortality and violence are timely and thought-provoking, and the movie raises important questions about the nature of reality and the impact of technology on our lives. The cinematography is also impressive, with a blend of close-ups and wide shots that creates a sense of tension and unease. One of the strengths of the movie is its ability to balance suspense and horror with more thoughtful and introspective moments. However, one of the weaknesses is that the pacing can be a bit slow at times, and some viewers may find the subject matter too intense or disturbing. So, Should you watch Faces of Death? If you're a fan of horror movies or thrillers, then the answer is definitely yes. The movie is a wild ride that will keep you on the edge of your seat. And it's a thought-provoking exploration of some very timely themes. However, if you're sensitive to violence or gore, then you may want to approach with caution. Overall, I'd give Faces of Death a rating of 8 out of 10. It's a movie that's not afraid to take risks and challenge its audience. And it's a must-see for anyone who loves cinema that's a little bit edgy and unconventional. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.